Good morning. I am still on the Facebook rant as to how you can use Facebook effectively for your marketing. But as I said before, it's really important that you don't rely on Facebook because it can be taken away from you at any time. None of the information that's on there belongs to you. And when you sign your terms and conditions, you give Facebook permission basically to do anything they like to your account whenever they like. But in addition to that, one of the problems associated with having a Facebook page is that it can get hacked. Facebook security is a really big important thing, and you need to make sure that you've got your security settings really niche down. But I had a conversation with somebody recently who had their Facebook page closed down because of inappropriate activity on it. And it turned out that actually it wasn't a Facebook page, it was their personal profile that they were using for business. So all of the posts on their personal profile were to do with business, and Facebook got wind of this and they actually deleted the account. And all of the clients that this therapist had disappeared. So all the contact details, all their photographs that they had, everything to do with their business just disappeared. So the most important thing is, please do not ever use your personal profile as your business page. So if you are going to run a business, have a separate business page that you set up appropriately, and then share the information onto your personal page by all means. But last week, you may have seen in the Love Reflexology group, there was a therapist who was posting about how she had lost a little bit of momentum, and mainly because she had had her Facebook page hacked and again had lost everything. So she had taken 2 years to build this. She had 100 5-star reviews and nearly 1,000 followers, and that was just taken away from her overnight. How devastating. So in this video, I want to show you how you can protect yourself by building your own audience and not relying on Facebook. So the way in which you can build your own audience is very, very simple. And if you have your own website, you can probably do it from your website, but I'm really talking to those people that don't, that are absolutely new to audience building and don't have their own platform to work this on. So this is a site called MailerLite, and I'm going to share MailerLite with you. I created this new account this morning so that I could show you from the beginning, so that you hadn't seen everything that was populated already. So you will have to go through, if I go to my dashboard, you will have to go through and do your email verification and your profile setup. But once you've done your profile setup, you are ready to go. Now, there are three things that you can do with a MailerLite account, and all of this is completely free. So there are three things that you need to be thinking about. The first one is a site. So you can create here a website for your business. Now, it will have mailerlite.com / whatever you call your business. So it's not easy to find, but you can add SEO information, which is search engine optimization. But actually the whole point of having a website like this is not to make it search engine optimized, is to send people to it through a direct link. So it doesn't matter, because you are putting it on your Facebook page, you are sending it in texts, and you are putting in posts in local groups to send people directly to this page. Okay, so I've set this one up called Business Building for Therapists. So I'm just going to continue to edit it. And what it now tells me is that I don't have any groups associated with that website. And the reason that we need a group is because when we create a landing page, we want people to be able to subscribe to our group. So I'm going to create a group, and I'm going to call it Business Building. Okay, create that group, continue down here. And now I've got a group. So now when I send people to sign up to my newsletter, they will go into that group. Okay, now this is simple, 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 because it's drag and drop. But let's just, I don't know, where should we take? Should we just take this one? Let's choose this one because it's the first one. And so here we are on our homepage, and this is the very first block that we've got that we're seeing when you are hitting the web page. And as you can see here, we've got intro, about, contact and blog, which are all along there, and we can delete them, we can edit them, and we can duplicate that section as well. So if we go to intro, we're on this page here, and we take the little pen icon here that says edit. And if we go then to settings, we can see that we've got the background, we've got the style of heading 1, which is this one, different heading 2s, we've got text and all sorts of things here. So we can start to edit it. So let's just say here that the background, we actually don't think the background image is what we want. We can delete that. And then what we can do is we can add an image. Now, at the moment, I don't have any images. I might have one on my device that I can pick up quite quickly. There we go. I can pick up that one. I wouldn't necessarily suggest that, but what you need to do is to go to your go-to way of creating images, and there are a couple of things that I would recommend. The first one I would recommend is Canva, because it is amazing. It's £100 for the year, which is the most cost-effective way of getting paid for images, scaling stuff to different platforms so that you can easily change exactly what you've got. You can add in your custom colors, your icons, all sorts of things, and you keep it corporate all the way through. But Canva is a completely different subject. We'll cover that at a later date. So see this little button here, we've got a save. So now can you see here, if we go back to settings here, let's just save that one for a moment. Let's go back to here and settings. I can't now see what this says here, start your journey. So heading 1, if we click on that one, doesn't look like it's that one. Doesn't look like it's that one either. Text. Okay, so I can't actually find where that one is. So maybe I could just do, nope, I can't. Okay, so somewhere it's in here. We've actually got font color. No. Okay, so that you can't see. Oh, there we are, I think. There we go. Sometimes you actually have to play around with, there we go. All right. And then also you should be able to actually move this. No, you can't. Okay, can't move that text. So what you've got here would need to either be put into there, or you could actually just delete it and just put the welcome. We've got a book session here. And we've got a link, so it can link to a Calendly or to a Fresher or to whatever you are using for your page. So that's how you create a website. And let's just leave that as draft for the moment. There's a lot more work we can do on that one. And one of the things that I do with my business building people is I actually help do that for them. So let's just go back to sites. And now let's create a landing page. Okay, so a landing page is something that you would link onto your website. So the first one, I created a website. Now I'm going to create a landing page, and I need to call it, what can I call it? MailerLite help. There we go. So I'm creating a landing page, and I'm linking it with my business building, so they'll go into that mailing. So they go into that group, and I'm calling it help. So again, you've got all of these templates here, or if I didn't like them, I could start from scratch, which is what I'm going to do here. So there is a video which actually helps you tell you how to build a landing page. But I am quite comfortable with this, so I'm going to add a section. So the first thing I'm going to add a section is, I'm going to go with, what do I want? People, social proof. I'm going to go with this one here. So I just drag this one across and pop it in there. So I'm going to go MailerLite design help. And then I would request some help with your audience building setup. There we go. Right. So what I can also then put in here is a call to action. Let's put a call to, oh, which one? Which one do I want? Let's go back to here. Call to action. Let's go with join our newsletter. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? What did I do wrong? Okay, you needed, can you see how I've just put that in there? That's actually pop it in there as well. Why doesn't it like that? Okay. And then here, email address and subscribe. And if I click on the subscribe, I can make a confirmation checkbox. I can make sure that it's all GDPR compliant if I wanted to. I can add some interest groups as well. So I can actually set up a group within a group. I can also redirect people that fill it into a success page, and I can create a new page. So this is making sure that they opt in, and this is their email address. I can edit it so that I've got more information in there as well, or I can actually choose a call to action that's got different information in there that's asking for different information as well. Okay, so let's just have a little preview of that. What does that look like? So when somebody comes to this page here, this is what they'll see. A little bit boring, needs a lot of work doing on it, and it's about the language that you use. But let's just say we're happy with that, and we've filled out all of the, I'm just going to take you back to that actually, because I've just noticed here you've got home, about, services and contact, because this can then be on your website. Okay, so this is the URL that you can share to people so that they can make some comments about it. So I'm going to go out of that. I've said I've done editing, so that will save it. And then from there, so you've got your website, you've sent people to your website so that they can see your services, about you, your privacy policy, your booking policy, all of that good information that actually clients need from you. You have created a landing page because you've got a call to action to join your membership group, your inner circle, your payment plan group. There's all sorts of different groups that you can create, and I'll do a video on something that you can do to actually help with the marketing in another video. Do you remember I said you've got SEO links as well? So you actually can put various titles, keywords, descriptions on there that will help Google rank your page. And if people are actually just looking for the sort of content that's on your page, it will show it up as an example. So when your clients might say, how do I, or where can I, or near me, then if you've got that information that Google recognizes, oh, that person needs this thing, I'm going to match them up. So it throws it as a, this is possibly what you might want. Now, a favicon is something that sits up here. You see right at the very, very top. And we've got the Zoom one there. This is Upsplash. This is my Canva, and this is Pixabay. That little icon there is called a favicon. So it's actually worth you creating a little image to add so that when people are on your landing page or your website, they've got your little picture in the top left hand corner. So then let's go back now to our sites. We've got a landing page and we've got a website. And so now you're thinking, well, now what? What do I do with those? So now what you're wanting to do is create a campaign. or you can create an automation. But an automation is something that goes out automated when people sign up. So that's something that you can create as a hello and welcome. Those of you that are on my Therapy Learning Hub mailing list will get those information as they go along, so you can get some idea of the sorts of things that potentially you could put in yours. But if we just say, well, actually, I just now want to create a newsletter for my clients. So this is what's known as a campaign. So a campaign is an email that you would send out to your clients. So let's just say it's a regular campaign. So I'm going to call this MailerLite Help. And I might say it is in November. Okay. Sometimes when you are recreating the same thing, it's worth making sure that you've got a particular month or a particular date. So I'm going to put in my subject. So this is actually quite useful here. So I can suggest, let's go with an announcement. MailerLite Help Offer. Let's just see what it comes up with. GeneraLite. Special announcements, exciting offers from MailerLite. Don't miss out, limited. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, and if I wanted to, I could insert somebody's name, and I could put that somebody's name. I could don't miss out somebody's name, limited offer. So then that is a bit personalized, and then in there I want to put a little emoji. I'm going to put the little emoji in there as well. This is what people are going to see when they look in their mailbox, and what you put in here is really important because this will make a difference as to whether people open it or not. Pre-header is the next thing that they would see. I'm going to ignore that. And then when you do, oh look, there we go. I've got Therapy Business Builders. I must have been playing around with this before, but you will have whatever you have in there. Okay. And then I can go to the content. So these are all my old templates, so I'm going to ignore that, and I'm going to do start from scratch with a drag and drop editor. So again, it depends on what images that you've got, and while we're here, I'm just going to show you Upsplash, which offer all sorts of free templates. So how about this one here? I'm going to download this one. It's going to cost me, so I don't want to do that one. This one doesn't actually show the ones that are free, the ones that aren't free. Although I can see here it says Getty images, and Getty own most of the images. I can possibly go like that, and it might give me some better ones. Don't know. Let's see if I can download that one. Yep, that one. This here, we want to give a shout out to Alex Hudson. So what we do is we copy that to the clipboard. We go back to our MailerLite. We are now, because I've downloaded this, I'm going to replace the image. I'm going to upload it from my device. See, that was the one I've just downloaded. I'm going to pop that in. I'm going to say, yes, I want to insert it. So I'm also going to put in here, I'm going to put that. Okay, so it can actually be seen that that photograph came from there. And that is that's the deal, basically. You download a free photograph, but you do actually say thank you to the person that's given it to you. So in here, I can overcopy that, and I can see MailerLite Help. There we go. If I wanted to change that, what I could do is I could make that bold. I can set my content here, but there's lots of things that you can play around with. So remember I said a favicon, that's my favicon that I've got there, which is shown there. And then this is my footer there. But you can then just start to build all sorts of things into, if you want people to sign up from there, you can just pop that in there as well. And then you can just have a play around with all of this. When you're done editing, you can see what your email looks like. I can test it as well, so I can send myself. I can also download a PDF of it as well. Okay, so this is my picture. It's way too big. Look at that. It's going to just look rubbish on a mobile. Look at this. It's just not shown. So it's really, really important that you actually do check everything. If you're going to do a preview and test, you can send yourself a test email as well, so that you can then see what it looks like in an inbox. But when you're happy with it, you've done your editing, you can then schedule it or send it. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I can send it later, or I can send it now, and I could just do send. I'm not going to do that because I don't actually want to send this out. But that's how you can do that to your audience. So I just wanted to show you another site which is really good, and that is Pixabay. Pixabay images are a lot easier, I think, to actually work your way around, because it will tell you whether they are royalty free, it will tell you whether they are sponsored, and you can link it directly through to Canva as well. So there are some really lovely images here that you can use. You can have a background. You have to be quite creative with what you put in as a search though, because if you put something like reflexology, you will link directly to all the paid ones through iStock or through Getty Images, and you won't actually be able to get what you want. And then lastly, I just wanted to show you Canva. Canva, this is my free site. And I have created a like a banner type of shape, and I've clicked here on photographs. And what I like about Canva is that it shows me very easily with this little crown which are paid for and which are free. Okay, now one of the other things that you have to be aware of with Canva is quite often they won't let you download it. Let me just see whether they will. Let's just see. No, it is allowing me to. Sometimes when you, maybe it's because I've got a paid version, so I'm using images on their own, but it will say something like, you can't use this because it's only one image, so you can't use that image. But what I can then do is I can add an element. So I can add, let's just go, I can add a squiggly line, can make it very small, and I can put it in the bottom. So now I've got two images. I've got squiggly line on there, or I can put that on and I can put it very, very small in the corner. Or what's even better is if you upload, this is my old signature, old logo, you put your own logo in all of your photographs. And that's also very important as well, because that is your copyright stamp. And that means that nobody else can use your photograph that you have created. Remember, if you are downloading any free images, it's nice to actually give the reference to people. So I'm really hoping that that is going to help you with some ideas. Obviously, there's a lot of playing around, there's a lot of learning. I'm here to help. If you've got any questions, if you're stuck with anything, happy to jump on a Zoom with you and do a little share screen so that I can show you what you need to do. But especially on MailerLite, there are many, many, many support helps. There's a whole academy of MailerLite helps. So it really isn't scary. So protect yourself, protect your business, and build your own audience.